Hi traders, welcome to our weekly top-down analysis. So let us begin. We are beginning our analysis with VIX 100-1S. So we begin from the weekly time frame where we mark our supply and the demand zones. So we have a supply zone there. We have a supply zone there, and then down here we have our demand zone. We have our demand zone, but I can see, and then we also have a supply zone right there. We have a supply zone right there, and then I can see price is moving from the supply headed to the demand zone. However, it's not yet there, and I can see price is finding support at that support level. So because I can see price failed to break this support level, it looks like it has reversed by forming a tweezer bottoms. That is an indication to me that now the buyers are in the market and we are pushing up. So for this week, I'm going to be looking for buying opportunities to the upside until that supply zone. So that is all from the weekly time frame. And then if we go to the daily, so from the daily time frame, price is pushing up from this support level. Price is pushing up from that support level, and I can see we have broken structure. That is a break of structure. So that is a break of structure to the upside. So we have a break of structure. And then the order block which caused that break of structure. The order block which caused the break of structure. The order block which caused that break of structure from the daily time frame. It is that one. So now we are waiting for price to come and mitigate that order block for us to get an entry. That's pretty much it from the daily time frame. And then moving on to the 4 hours time frame. So from the 4 hours, time frame, we're going to adjust. That is our break of structure. That is the break of structure. And then the order block, which caused the break of structure from the 4 hours time frame. From the 4 hours time frame, that is the order block. So from the 4 hours time frame, that is the order block we have. And then I can see also another break of structure up there. So that is a break of structure. So that is a break of structure. And then the order block, which caused the break of structure, it is that order block there. That is also another point of interest. we are going to be watching out for. And then that's it from the 4 hours time frame. And then if we go to the 1 hour, which is our entry time frame. So from the 1 hour, that is what we have. So we have that order block, and we have that break of structure, and then the order block, which caused the break of structure. It's going to be that order block. And then I'm going to remove this order block because I'm seeing that as inducement or liquidity that price has to sweep to come and tap us into that order block. So I'm not going to be monitoring that order block because I'm seeing that as liquidity, because price moves by mitigating order blocks. And if this order block down here is not mitigated, then whatever point of interest the order block price creates here, this is just inducement liquidity that price has to clear to come and tap us into this order block. So there is where I'm going to be waiting for price. I'm going to be waiting for price at that order block. So I'm going to go ahead and place a buy limit. So if you want to take this trade with me, so these are the coordinates. Our stop loss is going to be below there, the last week rejection, which is at, so place a buy limit with your stop loss at 759.27, and then your entry price is going to be at 785.38, and then the take profit we're going to, for price to give us a height, for price to form a high there, point of reversal, and then we're going to put our TP. But yes, those are the coordinates of the buy limit. And that's what I'm gonna be observing. What the setup I'm gonna be observing on VIX 100 this week. And then if we go to volatility 100, so from volatility 100, you can see we have a supply there, and then down here I can see price is forming a demand zone here. So since price is at the demand zone, I'm going to be looking for buying opportunities to the upside until that supply zone. So my bias for this week, it's going to be bullish, and I'm going to be waiting for buying opportunities simply because price is forming a demand zone right here. So price is forming a demand zone right there. And if we are to study the price, we can see that was the last break of structure to the downside. So we have a break of structure. So we have a break of structure. We have a break of structure to the downside. And then because price failed to maintain structure, it decided to break that lower high there. So that is a change of character to indicate this selling momentum is over and now the buyers are coming into the market. So that is how I tell a reversal when price fails to maintain structure. As you can see, price was forming lower lows and lower highs. However, it failed to maintain structure by breaking this lower high. So that is an indication to me that the buyers are ready to come into the market because we have a change of character. So we have a change of character there. So now I'm gonna be looking for buying opportunities to the upside. So that's pretty much it from there. From the daily, so that's a change of character, and then the other block which caused the change of character is that one. That is the other block which caused the change of character. And I'm going to mark the point of reversal because that's where my tip is going to be. And then if we go to the 4 hours, from the 4 hours, so that is the last break of structure. We are just adjusting our order block, our break of structure. And then the change of character from the 4 hours, the change of character is going to be at that level. In the 4 hours, that is where the change of character happened. That is where the change of character happened in the 4 hours time frame. All right, and then this is the break of structure that I'm seeing that is visible there. So we have a break of structure, and then the other block which caused the break of structure, it is that other block there. So we have a break of structure. So that is a break of structure. And then price also created another break of structure up here. Now I'm seeing we are having 2 points of interest. So we have a break of structure there. We have a break of structure and the other block which caused that break of structure, that is where price is currently reacting. So it looks like price is at this order block. And then if you go to the 1 hour, from the 1 hour time frame, that is where the order block is. That is the 1 hour order block. So that is the 1 hour order block. Sorry, the break of structure. And then adjusting that break of structure, looks like price is at this order block. So we're just going to wait and see what price is doing at this order block. If we get a change of character, then we'll enter from this order block. Otherwise, if we don't get a change of character, I'm seeing this as an inducement level. The price will clear and then wait for it at this order block. Let's go to the M30 and try to study the price action that is happening at this order block for us to be able to know if we should enter from this order block or wait for the order block down there. But at this order block, we have the last break of structure to the downside. That is the last break of structure to the downside. And then should price clear this lower high, then I will know it's a change of character and price is ready to move up from this order block. Should price break that level, then that will be a change of character. And then we are going to wait for a retracement into that order block. Should price decide to break that high, that is going to be the deciding factor. That order block there. Right now, prices has not broken that lower high. So for me to be able to place an entry at this order block, I have to see price breaking this lower high and then wait for it to come back and mitigate the order block, which will cause that change of character. And then I'll place a buy position to the upside. That is what I'm happening. That's what I'm waiting for price to do before I place an entry at this order block. And then should that not happen, then I'm going to wait for price to break this level and wait for my reversal candlestick patterns at this point. So at this point, I'm going to wait to see a bullish pin bar and then a bullish engulfing or a tweezer bottom or a doji plus any of the three reversal candlestick which I just mentioned. So that's what I'm waiting to happen for these two scenarios to happen on VIX 100. Then we'll know our next line of action. All right, traders, that's it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe to the channel and become part of the family, and happy trading. See you next week.